Good afternoon, YouTube. Our Ball Crazy Back video. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite pre-war non-Hall of Famers out there. As you see by the title, one of his feats was he's the first player ever to win World Series championships with 3 different franchises. But first, I'm going to talk about do a couple mail days. Yesterday, I got in the mail Hall of Fame autograph to my collection. Number 77 of Joe Morgan. This is from 2005 Upper Deck set. This is a Hall of Fame seasons insert, numbered out of 25. Actually, obviously pictured with Houston Astros, but he won World Series title, MVPs and World Series title with the Reds in 75 and 76. We all know about Joe Morgan, and he is now Hall of Famer autograph number 77 in my collection. My other mail day just got in today. This past week, on my Cleveland Airbnb national text group thread, John Mangini was showing off some Marty Marion cards. I said, well, I have one of those. And I have his exhibit salutations card, 39 to 46. He was a MVP shortstop, perennial All-Star, and considered one of the best shortstops of the era. He's got Hall of Fame votes, but he fell short because he was one of the greatest hitters of the world. But all other shortstops, pretty much of the era, was compared to him defensively. His nickname was Mr. Shortstop. Another nickname of him was the Octopus. And his rookie card, I think, is 49 Leaf, maybe 49 Bowman. He's also got a 47 Tip Top Bread card. 47 Tip Top Bread is a regional bread issue with different teams. Each region had its own team, and some of those teams are a little harder to find, short printed, and each of these team sets of Tip Top comprise a bigger, larger set, sort of similar to the mid-'80s Star basketball cards that you might be more familiar with, where each teamed bag set sold at each region, each team arena is what's forth, comprised of a bigger national set. So, what do you call a rookie card? You call a rookie card. I'm not going to debate. But this is Marty Marion's first card. This exhibit card predates his Tip Top and his 49 Leaf and any Bowman cards of him. So I was looking for any other Marty Marion cards, and I looked as Baseball Reference. Oh, he finished his career with the St. Louis Browns. Let's see if I have any Browns cards of him out there. I found a 52 Bowman of them. So I picked up a St. Louis Browns card of him. And what really got me to pull the trigger is like hard for me to pass up that on the card in the back it mentions that he is a shortstop / coach. It's hard for me to pass up player manager cards, player coach cards, especially when they're quoted on it. It's a little niche I kind of like. So 52 Bowman, Marty Marion. I think is his last playing days card. Good player to have in the collection. And on to the main focus. This player won 4 World Series championships with 3 different franchises. He's the first ever to do that, winning 3 championships with 3 different players, 3 different franchises. So your modern day mercenary type players you might think of getting traded deadline for World Series push and putting them over the top. And it's become more of a common thing. Relief pitchers getting traded and getting swapped all the time and playing on multiple World Series teams. But this player was the first ever to be World Series champion with 3 different teams. He's a fine player. I maybe consider him should be in the Hall of Fame. I'm not opposed to that idea, but I will not get into the debate. But I will talk about his career. He's considered probably the best all-around catcher in American League pre-Mickey Cochran, offensively and defensively included. And the player is Wally Schang. My first card, I'm going to show you his career with the Philadelphia A's in 1913. And they won a championship in 14 and I believe, with the A's. And his first card is a T222 Fatima. Yes, they have solo cards too. You're all familiar with the team photo cards, but they did have a solo player card set too. It wasn't a large set. You may want to consider this. Maybe his rookie card. I don't know. Whatever you just. His first card is a 1913. It's a cigar company. I can't tell you that. Derby Cigars set, and it's super hard to find and quite expensive. In 1914, he has this, and I think a Cracker Jack too, which I've seen a lot of his 15 Cracker Jacks. I don't see his 14s, and so you may consider this as a rookie card, at least his first ready available card. And he won the World Series with, like I said, with the Philadelphia A's. And Connie Mack did his first ever sell-off of his championship team. We all know it did routinely when the money got tight and the players got more expensive. So after the 1917 season, I believe, he was sold off to the Boston Red Sox. This is the card they got in last week, kind of finished off the three teams I needed. It was a 1919 and 1921 W514 strip card of Wally Schang. He has very few cards of the Red Sox uniforms, and trying to find one of the Red Sox is kind of a little harder to find. And this is the easiest one I could find. And he won the World Series in 1918 with the Boston Red Sox and Babe Ruth and company. Red Sox owner, we all know, after 1918, sold off Babe Ruth to the New York Yankees to promote his hopefully Broadway hit No No Nanette. And he also sold off other players in that era. And he sold off Truss Speaker, Harry Hooper, and Wally Schang was one of them too. Then he eventually went to the New York Yankees. 1923, when the Yankees first opened up the old Yankee Stadium, that was their first year of the World Series title. I think they won a pennant in 22, but their first World Series title was in 23 with the Yankees. Of course, their catcher, again, was Wally Schang. This is the 1922 W575-1. Same pose as many of the caramel cards of the era, and Nielsen's chocolates, and many cards of the era use the same thing. But I have now the card of all three teams he won a championship with. You may consider Schang as the first great Yankee catcher. We always think of Dickey, the Barrett, Munson, and Elson Howard, and modern day Jorge Posada. But Schang was the first All-Star caliber catcher, World Series championship catcher, and you might want to consider him the first Yankee great catcher. He did finish. It did have in his career with the Browns and the Tigers, and he's got an exhibit card with the Browns. Obviously, never won a championship with the Browns because the St. Louis Browns, and finished 1 year with the Tigers. He's got. I want it for my Tiger collection. Him as a Tiger. His only card of the Tigers, an Exhibit 4-1 card. He did play till like early 40s. Some other factoids about him. Actually, career stats first. The career 280 hitter and 390 something on base percentage and over 400 slugging. He wasn't a big power hitter, only hit over 50 career home runs and 1,500 career hits. This probably what keeps him out of Hall of Fame, even though he was a good hitter. His career OPS plus was like 117, which is 17% above the average player of the era, and it makes him being a catcher. Catchers back in the day ran the show. They were more leaned on to win championships more than I think nowadays. Even though catchers still very, very important, but the catchers are even more so back in the day with the running game and with the running game is more prevalent, and base stealing and pass balls and running the pitching staff and such. I think it's no coincidence wherever Wally Schang went, he won championships. In total, he won 4 championships, 6 pennants, and his postseason stat wise was pretty much parallels his regular season stats. So he was a good hitter in postseason too. So I say he's a Hall of Famer. But I digress there. A couple other factoids about Mr. Schang is that he's the first player ever. He was a switch hitter, first switch hitter ever to switch hit home runs in the same game. And defensively, he had, I'm not sure if it still holds record, but he has throughout 6 would-be base stealers in one game. In another game, he had 8 assists in one game. So it gives you a snippet of how good he was offensively, which was a above average, good hitter, postseason and regular season with a career OPS plus of 117. He has over 100 career stolen bases as a catcher too, so he was a good base runner. Not many catchers have career stolen bases over 100 even today. And defensively, you show how good he was defensively. He had a little power to have some highlight hits too. So that's my showcase of Wally Schang. I think I talked long enough, and I always like picking up Wally Schang cards. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a good night.